It's 28 degrees in this room. There's traffic noise. Quite frankly, I'm not paid enough to close the window right now. Hello, welcome back to some more early morning barking, talking about BPD and MPD by somebody that has both. Oh my god, yesterday was the hottest day ever of my lifetime in this country, and today is still rather warm. I am not enjoying it. I would rather be somewhere with a pool and a bar, or a pool with a bar in it, and that kind of thing. Maybe a beach. This kind of weather makes me want to be somewhere nice, and I'm here, which is okay, but it's not some. Anyway, whatever. I'm a bit slow this week. If you're watching in the future, all of this is meaningless. Oh, I'm sticky. You didn't need to know that. That was too much information, wasn't it? I'm sorry. It's everywhere. It's not. Whatever. What was I here to talk about? Accepting Cluster B. No, I changed my mind. This is the Narcissism one. Do you see? I'm not going to edit this because I think that this shows a behind the scene insight into brokenness sometimes. The Narcissism one. Accepting the things I've done wrong. That was the one. That's the video today. Do you know what my problem is? I have started 2 videos before this one. And both topics, I started talking and then I had that, hang on, I've done this before. And I looked it up and I'd done them before. Twice that's happened today. So accepting the things that I've done. And I don't even care if I've done this one before anymore. We're just going with it. Stick with me, it's fine. If I've done it before, this is a recap and testament to how I never remember anything I've said. I'm stalling, aren't I? Stop stalling. This is a thing for new narcissists. Newly self-aware narcissists. There is a part of the process that we all go through if we're lucky enough. Doesn't feel like it when you're doing it, but you're lucky to go through it. And that is the part of the process where you become self-aware. It's really noisy outside. I'm sorry, but I don't care. I hope maybe I've done some post-processing things and you're like, what's he talking about? There's no traffic noise. Oh, there's traffic noise. When you become a self-aware narcissist, you become aware of all the things you do and all the things you've done that hurt people. And as you progress through your healing process, you will start to feel all of the appropriate guilt, shame, remorse, regret, all the empathy involved with all of the horrible stuff you have done to people over the years. And the longer it's taken you to get to that point, the more bad stuff there's gonna be. Because you're older. I was 40. I know I don't look it. Well, that's because I'm older now. But I was 40 when I reached that point of realizing all of the horrible things I'd done, all of the terrible things I'd said to people, all of the really awful things I'd done to people. And it hits you like a tsunami wave and knocks you off your feet. It's by far the most painful part of the healing process. By far. By a long shot. And yet, it's part of the healing process. You've got to do it. It's your penance. It's your... I don't know if it's punishment. It is a form. It feels like punishment. It really does. But it's all of the things you should have felt as they were happening. All of the things that you should have felt as they were happening and made you feel bad and had you learn and go, oh, that made me feel bad. I'm not going to do that again. Learning and growing. We didn't do that, right? We didn't feel the bad things. So we didn't think, oh, if I do this to somebody, it makes them feel bad and that makes me feel bad. So I'm not going to do that thing again. We just do a thing to a person and go, oh, they look upset. Wonder what that's about. and we get on with our day. You don't learn from that. You just go on treating people like garbage. So when you reach that point of realizing, oh, that day when I did that thing, that was horrible, then you get that guilt and shame, the stuff you should have felt at the time. And not only do you get it in a cascading effect for months as you remember all of the bad things you said. You know how you get in bed at night and as you're falling asleep, you remember something you came out with when you were 14 and you cringe and you think, damn, I was a dickhead. It's like that times a million over your entire life. Because I still have the teenage thing, right? I still think back to stuff I said when I was growing up and you think, dear God, children are obnoxious. And it's true, they are. And I was. And I cringe over that, and we all cringe over stuff like that. But it then carries on to weeks ago, days ago. To a certain extent, it is ongoing. Right? Because I'm in the healing process. Not healed, not fixed, not better, but getting better. So things are improving, and, you know, I don't do bad stuff to people, but there's still, like, as I adjust to learning how to be, learning how I am, or coming back to all of that, rediscovering it all. I'm the swinging pendulum that sometimes goes too far or whatever. I say, I look back to things that's like cringe and like, oh, you shouldn't have said that, Rich. Why didn't you just shut up at that point? Usually the answer is I've had too much to drink, which is why I don't really like drinking. And so it's all there, but it hits you with the narcissism so hard. It is such a hard thing. It is such a distressing and upsetting thing to get it all at once. We don't get off the hook. Well, we do if we never become self-aware, right? If we just go for the rest of our lives blissfully unaware that we have MPD and we treat people badly and the things we do hurt people, we don't know, there's no comeuppance for that. Right? Ignorance is bliss, and you can't make a narcissist realize things and regret them. You can't do that. We have to reach it ourselves. And that's rare. It's not impossible, it's rare. If you're watching this, you're on the path. I mean, come on. Right? You must be self-aware. So, the only advice I can give you about this, because it's a feeling, and look, when we get these levels of feelings, we do move on from them. They take time to adjust to integrate them into who we are, and they become a part of us. You know, we talk about we need I need my pain. My pain makes me who I am and all of that. And this is part of it. Right? Because we can't shrug it off and let it go. We have to feel it because we have to learn. Right? We're doing that learning process that when I do X, Y happens and I don't like Y. And now I've had all the Y at once, and now if I do X again, I'm going to get more Y, and I've really learned that I don't like Y, so I'm not going to do that anymore. We need that learning process. We need to pick that up. Sometimes the most basic, simple things need hammering home. And especially when we've lived without those simple, basic things for our entire lives. We just need to do the work. Learn from it. That's what should be asked of us, right? Learn from it at least. We can't change what we did. Maybe in some cases we can apologize, right? Maybe that would be reasonable. I don't know what you've done and to who. I know there are things I've apologized for. Like, you know that thing 15 years ago? I am so sorry about that. That kind of thing. It's been a thing. Big truck. I don't know if you heard it. Maybe you did. But you can learn from it. Move on. chances are the person that you've hurt has moved on. If not, maybe you have some other retribution to go through. I don't know. Again, your mileage may vary on all of this, but it's important. Make a list and go through it one by one and make amends for various things. You could do it with your morbidly obese, thick brother. This is the plot of My Name is Earl. Do that. Do you remember My Name is Earl with Jason Lee? It was really popular for one season and then everyone forgot it, but they made 4 more seasons or something like that, and it just stopped because no one noticed. But it was good for a bit. He had a list of things and he was trying to make amends for everything. Maybe we should do that. Isn't that part of the AA thing as well? Making amends? Maybe that's what this video should be called, making amends, putting things right. But when I start saying putting things right, I want to say that once went wrong and Dr. Sam Beckett stepped into the quantum leap accelerator and vanished. If only we could do that. I'm getting way off topic here. I'm going to end it for today. The heat is getting to me. Right. I don't remember how I did the intro of the show. Do all the socially things. Follow me on Patreon. Become a member for extra videos and stuff. I've been slow this week. Melting. I'm sorry, I'm doing my best. But also follow me on Instagram. I'm going to try posting more stuff on there. I have many more plans for lots of things, but I can't breathe right now, so that I have further priorities. God, it's hot. Are you all okay? I hope you're all okay. It's the dogs I'm worried about. Don't take them out in the sunshine. I'm going to go. Shut up, Rich. Right. You take care. I'll see you later. Bye.